You know, sometimes there's just things in life that drives you to go in and put on your sheriff's hat, or someone I know close to me calls it my butt hat. You can see the shape of it there. Drives a man to want to smoke a good cigar. I don't know if you can see that, but this is called a stub. It's a Connecticut, and it's a mild cigar, but they last a good while. So I just want to sit back here, tell you a little bit about my frustration. And while I'm at it, I'm going to have a cup of Cowboy coffee. So let's light this cigar up, see how it tastes. Pardon me spitting. When I smoke a cigar, I do spit a little bit. So, a cigar sometimes is like a dog, man's best friend. Every now and then you just driven to smoke a cigar. And of course, drink some Cowboy coffee. Now you'll notice that I didn't cut this cigar. Actually, before I started this video, I had this cigar in my mouth. And I got the rim here all wet. And then I started biting it. Because every cigar has got a cap to it. And a good Cuban friend of mine told me one day when I brought him a couple of good cigars, I said, "Here, let me use my cutter on it." He says, oh no. If my uncle knew that I cut a cigar, why, he would disown me. Says, when you smoke a cigar, you're supposed to bite the cap off with your teeth. And of course, I've been doing that ever since. Now the Connecticut leaf is mild. And the Connecticut is the wrapper, pretty much, and also inside. What you may not know is that this cigar has probably been aged 5 to 10 years. Those leaves, after they pick them, the choice leaves, they age them. And that's what gives them their great flavor. Sometimes, they may put some whiskey or other flavoring in it. I'm not much for flavored cigars. I like to smoke a cigar just plain, Now, this nub is a different size than I normally smoke. What I usually smoke is a 50 ring. Now, I don't know if you know what 50 ring means or not, but that means there's 50 rings, and also how tight that cigar has been rolled. If I'm not mistaken, this little nub, and they're only, you can see, they're about 4 inches long, is 55 ring, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's 60, I think it's 55. And you can tell when you press on the cigar, it feels so much tighter. But what drove me to smoking a cigar and drinking a cup of coffee and putting my butt hat on? I was cooking supper. And I cooked mashed taters, green beans. Maybe not the way most country folk fix green beans. Got a porterhouse steak that's been warming up, seasoned up, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic and some olive oil. Give it a good massage and let it just sit there and rest. So, I as you know, I'm retired now. And as you know, I love to cook. So, my wife is still working. And I try to help out and do lots of things. Do a lot of the cooking. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So I texted her and I said, "What's your ETA?" So she normally gets off at a certain time of day. Well, that ain't gonna happen today. I mean, I've got those mashed potatoes and those green beans perfect, ready to go. Got that steak just seasoning, ready to turn that oven on 500 and get that baby going. Slap it in that iron skillet. But I don't know. I don't have an ETA. I mean, I have been cooking all afternoon, and I don't have an ETA. Well, you know what? I really shouldn't let that bother me because 42 years working, there's times that I was late for dinner as well. So, maybe it's just an excuse to have a good cigar and drink some cowboy coffee. What do you think about that? I don't know. So, let's sit back and just enjoy this cigar. Now, I wish you could see the burn on this cigar. I don't think you can. Anyways, it's beginning to burn all the way around. Now, the best way to smoke a cigar, in case you don't know, is you never ash it unless you're in circumstances where you don't want to spill the ash somewhere, you know, taking a boat ride. If you happen to be smoking a cigar, you don't want to get it on the seats or on the floor. You hang it over the side of the rail and, you know, ash it out. But typically, when I'm smoking a cigar like this right here, I don't ash it. I let it fall naturally. So, if you don't like cigars, maybe you should try. Maybe you should. But sometimes it's relaxing to sit back and enjoy a good smoke, along with a good cup of cowboy coffee. So, I'll just sit back here and relax, not get frustrated, because I know my lovely wife's working hard. I've got dinner ready. When she gets home, we'll have a good supper. And as usual, I'll see you on down the trail. And who knows, maybe we'll talk about cigars later. We'll see. Well, it's later. And in a few minutes, after I get this cigar all burnt down, I'll show you what that ash looks like. Now, you see that ash on that cigar? One of the reasons that stays there is because this is a 55 ring and above. And remember, you never ash it. And you can see it's catching up, burning around smoothly. So you see that? Haven't ashed it yet. That's how you smoke a good cigar. So, still haven't ashed this cigar. Mama's home. I'm still drinking this cowboy coffee. In just a few minutes, I'm gonna go put that steak on. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on down the trail.